Um, they were just about to bring they had called Jake into the courtroom and now immediately gets shut down. This is something the defense does not want to happen. You see this? That already before he even enters the courtroom, craziness. Crazy. All right. Good morning. I didn't say hello because I was excited when I realized that today was the day for Jake. Um, so they are having George. What this is George Wagner's. Okay, I guess. Sorry. I'm a bit discombobulated. Let me collect myself. Um, this is the trial for the Rhoden family massacre. There were 8 people, all within the same family, that were murdered. And supposedly the motive was to kill the 19-year-old mother of George Wagner's child. George Wagner, his mom, and the dad, they wanted full custody of the baby. And Hannah Rhoden said, you'll have to kill me first. And then, oops, she, comes up dead with 7 other family members. The only people, it was spread out over a crime scene of 3 different properties. And the only people that survived were 2 infants, very tiny, small children. All the others. It really does look like, for all intent purposes, it looks like Angela Wagner, the mother, the matriarch. It really looks like it has her fingerprints all over it in terms of who made the majority of the planning. She was this was a crime that was all about getting custody of that baby, and then the only people that survived were the 2 babies. No, this is Angela's fingerprints all over it psychologically. Now, Billy Wagner, who is the dad, he's George Wagner the third, I believe. George Washington Wagner. Um, he's a bad guy. And the reason that I know he's a bad guy is because I lived in northeastern Kentucky, literally just within miles. The same hometown, George Clooney's hometown is where I was living. And I would drive over into West Virginia where I was working. And where I was working in West Virginia was literally on the Ohio River. So you just drive across the bridge and you would be in Ohio. So even though you might have people living in Kentucky, Ohio, and West Virginia, we were all within 5, 11 miles of each other. We were in that tri-state, area. So uh, I don't know. I think it's crazy that they call him to the stand and then they all get shut down. So somebody's not happy with what's being said or done. Um, that sound is annoying, but I hate to turn it off because we don't know when the sound's going to come back. Let's see. No, let me find and see if there's something wrong with that channel. Hold on. Go to YouTube. I'm on my big TV, so just give me a minute. George Wagner. It was pretty weird when all this broke out. It wasn't long after I had left the area. It was really strange. Wag- There it is right there. Live.
So, Brenda, did you get your car fixed after you found
They're
out?
running
No, not yet, Linda. I'm still
a
looking for
commercial
Linda.
right
You know,
now.
lending to you?
No sound, is it? I wonder if they know they don't have any sound or if they're intentionally have it quieted. Anybody else? Will you be reading the tweets? So they're doing tweets today? Really? No. Well, that is not fun. I'm not having fun now. George Wagner trial. When did they start? What in the hell? I'm so far out of the loop. I'm hearing Jake has opted out of audio. When you confess, there you go. There you go. Y'all are right. Yep. Wow. Okay. My bad. Let me silence that annoying sound. Wow, that is not how can they do that, do you think? I wonder why they would, maybe they would allow that because of so many people being hurt. I'm looking for the Twitter stream. Daily discussion thread. All comments for the George Wagner will be in this thread only. Let me see if that gets it. No. Well, guys, I would definitely we would definitely do the tweets if I could find them. Yep, pretty lies and alibis. Ridiculous that a defendant, a confessed killer of 8 people, gets the option of it's sure looks like Jake Wagner, 6 years older. Boy, he does. There's a photo of him. Since they're not doing anything, I guess I can share this. What do you? Oh my gosh, he has opted out of being filmed and heard. Right, Millie? How? Right? How? That is. This is. Yeah. So, Cinnamon Jake is on the stand right now, and George is the defendant. George is George is the son of Billy Wagner and Angela Wagner, and the 4 of them together murdered an entire, literally a multi-generation family, literally. So they went across 3 locations or 4. Okay, well, if you consider there was one body outside, then it would be 4, but technically 3 properties. They hit them all at the same time, and they killed everyone, the old people, the young adults, there were teenagers that were killed, and the only people that were spared were 2 infants, very young children. That's right. It was so and listen, so uh Ryan came up on the channel, and we talked and whatnot, and he actually was partying with the Rhoden family. He had done a concert up there, and he had they had been partying together in just a few weeks before the murders happened. And so he was pretty shocked when it all happened. It was shocking for me because of where I was living. Billy Wagner was sort of like one of those people that's in your community that you always know about because he's a scary guy. He's a scary guy. They had a ton of money. Well, when I say they had a ton of money, they're land rich, right? They're land rich. Um, multi-million dollars in farmland and cattle and horses. Billy Wagner did big like the road work, heavy machinery. Um, his family, his mom and his dad had been highly respected in the area, and he's just a bad dude. I mean, he was just an outlaw, but working, like they were always working, always making money, you know. And this thing with the Rhodens and the Wagners, they were actually friends. Um, they were good friends. There were lots of photographs between them. There's not many people living in that area. It's highly rural. It's big landowners, and you may have 10 square miles of land and only have like 3 people that own the land. So that's how much space is in between each house. And so, they were all friends. They were all buddies. And in fact, Jake said that when his dad came out of the trailer having shot the oldest Rhoden, that when he came out, he said, "I just killed my best friend." How chilling is that? Now, in the same way that I was always hearing about Billy Rhoden and his cattle rustling, and he literally stole these large bulldozers that were being used for road work. They literally stole them and hid like when I was there, it was all happening. It was a thing. And the rural people, these are just small town, simple people. Um, Billy Wagner and his group, his family, were a large topic of conversation. It was common for people to be talking about their latest antics. There was never, if I remember correctly, I don't believe I ever, ever, ever heard anything about drugs, but lots about like drinking, maybe weed. I don't really consider weed to be, weed is not like methamphetamine or cocaine, but just kind of that stereotypical good old boy, but because it was a big family, big money, big land, lots of businesses that they owned, and bad, just people. He broke the law. He wielded. I'll tell you how much power Billy Wagner had. The sheriff that came after them, he was not going to let this drop. Everybody knew. Any big bad thing going on, the Wagners were involved, and the sheriff was not going to let it go. They pushed it. They had this huge multi-year investigation, and when they finally got the charges and got them all arrested, and they actually ran away to Alaska for a while they were trying to hide out. I guess they thought they were off the hook. They come back down to Ohio. And anyway, to make a long story short, lo and behold, the sheriff got arrested with contraband in a locked safe in his office. And it was all the scandal because everybody said the sheriff didn't do anything wrong. It was all a setup, and it was done by the Wagner's lackeys. It was like a payback, right? Because the sheriff was supposed to let them off, like they had been doing for years and years and years. Billy Wagner was known to run around with the teenage girls. I don't mean 13, 14, but like 18, 19, 20 years old. And he's an old man. It was gross. So he would take Jake's friends and George's friends, and they would have like a big party at their house. Angela was really a big drinker, according to the rumors around town. Angela was she was the one that wanted to throw the parties, but that Billy would then end up with one of the young girls that would show up there. Um, there were it's a rough family, but no, I have read since then questions about methamphetamine being sold. I never heard anything like that when I was there. Um, they're just these big, it's just this very powerful family that's been there for years and years and years and years, generations. The dad super respected before Billy Wagner, and then I don't know if Angela's the one that entered the picture and got everybody on this life of crime. I don't know how. I don't know, but she was bad. Hers was different though. Like I knew of. I was trying to remember if I could think of the whole story. Billy Wagner was. I don't remember if he had an affair or somehow there was a girl, a young girl. I don't remember. Shoot. Anyway, this girl, I don't remember the backstory now. It's been so long ago. This young girl went to the University of West Virginia. Supposedly, somehow she and Billy, the old man Wagner, were messing around, whatever. Angela walked onto the college campus into the school building. And when this young girl came out of the classroom, Angela grabbed her around the neck and pushed her up against the wall. There were kids everywhere in the hallway that were watching this. And she said, "If you touch Billy Wagner, I will kill you. You got that?" And the girl couldn't talk. She was just, looking at her and let her go and walked out. It was in the it was in the newspapers. It was all the rage. But clearly the woman is, I think she was at the heart of the whole plan. I think she had her kids do it. I think it was her plan. And the reason is because the motive was around a little child, a baby. And then the only people that survived were two babies. Well, they killed the babies. Father, mother, grandfather, uncle, and a great uncle. I mean, when they say they wiped out this family, they wiped them out. Like there was nobody left standing. There are two people that think they were supposed to be part of the massacre, but they were not where they were supposed to be that night. And there's a guy in the courtroom that you see that he's one of those that he believes that he should have been killed. It was the old man Rhoden's brother, and then his daughter or his granddaughter that they should have been killed too that night. But and then as if all the murders were not bad enough, what I believe was Angela actually drugged Billy's mom into the whole problem. An old lady. This lady's like 70, 80 years old. I bought a bunch of, well, not a bunch, but a really nice milk glass covered, what do you call it? Turn, where you put your soup and stuff. Gorgeous. She had a little bitty, or has, I guess, a little bitty, like antique store sitting out in the middle of the woods. If you didn't know that was what it was, you'd just drive by and think it was just an old shed sitting there. But boy, she had stuff just from years and years and years ago that you don't hardly ever find anymore. Anyway, I bought the soup turn, but ended up getting Billy's mom and grandmother in trouble with this whole plan because they had her forge documents. So Angela made sure that every single person in the Wagner family was culpable. And I guess that was to buy safety. I guess that was to stop people from talking, right? But lo and behold, guess who talks? Her little boy, her baby, Jake. He he went into prison, he found religion, and he couldn't tell his story fast enough. Yeah, that's right. And they say she was freaking out when she found out that he was the one that turned on him. Billy Wagner, not Billy, George, the one that's on trial right now. He actually he considered himself a man of God. He You would often see him like with a lot of the Amish people. Um, it never occurred to me that he was Amish, maybe that he was just doing business with them. I didn't ever really hear about him getting in any trouble at all. Um, but Billy Wagner, Angela, and then Jake, they were pretty much hell on wheels. And when they said one of the sons had turned, I really thought that it might have been George, but it wasn't. It was the baby. He was a dying, I think. I think he was scared of the death penalty. Or maybe he's just damn glad to get away from the claws of his mother, right? If Angela was the evil behind the whole plot, it certainly wasn't. The people that I knew, they did not feel like it had Billy Wagner's fingerprints on it. That he did a lot bad. I'm not saying he was a good guy. He did a lot bad, but it was always like to make money, right? It was his stuff was always money. Angela though, whew, she was a psycho lady. Really cute, really pretty, but yeah, she did a lot of threatening. She was always going after someone, threatening them for something. Yeah, Chris, a lot of people are hoping death for all of them. Now, Jake, of course, he's off the hook because you know, he decided to come clean and tell the truth. And at that point, then, it, let's face it, Angela and Billy Wagner, they're effed. They're going down. I have zero doubt about that. I'm not so sure what the jury will do with George. If any of them have a hope that to escape the death penalty, it'll be George. Um, Supposedly he didn't pull the trigger, but I don't know. We'll see. Or maybe it was Jake that didn't pull the trigger and George did. Maybe I've forgotten that part. I don't know. Um, were they trying their hand at marijuana cultivation? So the Rhoden family actually were the ones that had the marijuana, commercial marijuana plot. Um, you would get different stories. So I have a friend who's still up there. We talk about all this. She claims that they had been growing the marijuana for years and years and years, but that they had applied and gotten approval for growing a certain amount of commercial marijuana. So all of the talk about it being cartel and people, this being something related to the drugs, that was not it. The sheriff quickly came out and said, no, we don't believe the marijuana has anything to do with that at all. He had said they knew that he had that operation going on, that there was nothing unusual in the operation in the weeks and months before the murders. They are 100% convinced 100% that it is about the baby. They wanted the baby. And by killing the entire family, they wiped out a judge saying, well, the mom and dad are dead, and therefore we'll give custody to this Rhoden. Or we'll give it to that Rhoden. And so Angela, what I believe was Angela's plan is, hey, if there are no Rhodens to give the baby to, then they'll be forced to give the baby to us. And that is highly consistent with the things that you heard about Angela. And I don't think I ever heard, I'm being careful here because I got to tell what I know as accurate as I can. I don't think I ever heard about Angela like having friends. Most women have groups, people that I don't know, even if you just say, hey, I'm going to go to the mall, you want to go, or let's go to Hobby Lobby, or let's do this, right? Everybody's got that friend or several friends. You never saw Angela with anybody, or I didn't. You never saw, when you would see her in the stores or whatever, she was always by herself, or she was with Billy's mom. She wouldn't do the big smiles and the big, hey. Now his mom did. His mom was really nice and, well, I don't know if you'd say nice. She was socially appropriate. That's the word. I'm kind of ditzy. If I'm out and I see somebody I know, I'm all excited. I'm like, oh my God, it's so good to see you. How are you doing? Which is goofy, right? But no, she always, when she would see me, she would be like, well, hi, how are you today? Are you enjoying blah, blah, blah? Because I was always buying something from her little shop, Well, I don't know. See, Chris, I don't know. I mean, you hear that, and you know that they're working out in these big landowners. They do bring in a lot of people that are undocumented, and they give them a place to live. They work in the chicken houses. Um, so I know that that's there, but here's what I always say: why would the workers who are getting paid and they have a place to live, why would they want to kill the people that are giving them money to take back to their families in Mexico? So no, because all the best that they could hope to get out of it was just one season of product, and that they hurt themselves far worse. No, they would have wanted to keep working. It's been my experience. Man, I wish we could hear. Don't y'all wish we could hear? This is so upsetting. And I haven't. Anybody watching a Twitter handle that's got tweets? Pike County Massacre. George doesn't look so good. I mean, Jake doesn't look so good. They got a picture of him up, and he looks worried. He doesn't look like a happy camper. I can't imagine he would be, right? No, I am getting zero information. Let me look at Pretty Lies and Alibis. I don't know if they're in the courtroom. Nope. Who is on Twitter that would be in the courtroom in Ohio? Let me think. No results. Let me check my chat. Do y'all know anybody see AG sold it? Not me. Whole crime scene comprised chain of custody. Let's see. Pussycat women have over 300,000 in the bank from lawsuits. Oh, the Warners. Yeah. Hey, Mark Gillespie, how are you doing? I was thinking about you the other day. I hadn't seen you in a while. Can't believe anyone could opt out of being. Right, Kim? It's the strangest thing. Unless, here's a thought, maybe that was part of the plea deal. Maybe part of the plea deal was I'll tell you everything that happened. I'll go to court. I'll testify, but I do not want my story out where everybody can hear it. Maybe that's what happened, right? Maybe it was actually part of the plea deal. I would imagine. I don't see. No, nobody has found the tweets, huh, from the courtroom. Um, I would, if someone doesn't want to be seen or heard, they should not be allowed a trial. Trial should be available for the public, since the public is who the jury is made from. Yeah, I think Scott Reich makes an excellent case for why the court, why these trials should all be publicized. Consistent with the times, right? Either online, live streamed, or some television. Um, it makes people nervous when you start trying to hide things like this. Um, Even now today, I think what went down with Barry Morphew, if everybody could have seen all of the proceedings, maybe I don't know. I was there. I was there, and I'll tell you what I saw, and I won't sugarcoat it, not one bit. I sat in the courtroom and watched. I saw FBI agents on the stand. I saw local sheriff, the judge, the prosecutors, and I'm just gonna lay it flat out in all truth and honesty. They were 100% outclassed by the defense. They did not know what they were doing. It sounds strange to say, but I'm telling you, they were not prepared for those two bulldogs coming out of Denver. They were not prepared for what was about to happen, and well, basically, just the one just upturned the apple cart. She kept them in utter and complete chaos and confusion throughout every minute of every hearing. It was crazy. They just didn't know what they were doing. And I'm going to tell you, because of what I saw with the Morphew case, I never would have believed it if I hadn't actually witnessed it, right? I am wondering if that is what is going on with the Lori Vallow, Chad Daybell case. I'm wondering if the judge and the prosecutor, I'm wondering if they're afraid that that her new defense attorneys are way better than they are. I think they felt pretty confident when, Markey boy was there, but they're not. These two that are on her case now, they came to play. They came to play. So I'm wondering if they don't, the judge and prosecutors don't want this publicized because they fear that someone's going to bobble the ball. And they damn well might if you look at what happened in the Barry Morphew case. So I'm going to tell you what, y'all. The fact that Barry Morphew walked away from that, when you saw all that went on, AK fighting to get the police, the investigators, to go get that turquoise shirt out of the water, it's just unbelievable. They wouldn't. I can't even tell. It's just incredible. Like someone walked away with $1 million kind of thought. Was it something as seedy and yucky as money? I don't know. But then later on they uncovered that the judge had land right across the street from Barry Morphew and down a couple of miles. That's a little bit close for comfort, right? If you've ever lived out in the country, where Barry Morphew was living, is, there were other houses around there. It's an estate area, like a subdivision that are estates. All the houses are sitting on a lot of land. Multi-million-dollar properties, very few people living out there, and you're pretty far away, 6, 7, maybe 8 miles from a small town. So the fact that the judge had land right out there across over there where Suzanne did hiking, damn well he and Morphew knew each other. You know damn well they did. Absolutely did. I believe it, Millie. I do. I believe it in my heart, and I will. The only way, I'm going to tell you this, the only way that anybody would change my mind about Barry Morphew is if they found Suzanne living in Belize, sitting on the beach, sipping margaritas. Show me that. I want a video of Suzanne alive on the beach, Central America, living her best life, and then I'll let Barry Morphew off the hook. But until then, nope. Wow. If real attorneys had their hands on all of the data, all the information from the truck telematics, the searches and what they located with the search, if they had all the evidence, if there had been proper work done with the DNA, I have zero doubt he would have been sitting in jail the rest of his life. But those guys were not prepared for a trial. They did not know what they were doing. There were times where the defense would just interrupt the prosecutor and they would just sit down. The judge would look at the prosecutors and say, "Do you have a response?" Crickets. They wouldn't respond at all. It was a disaster, complete and total disaster. The judge in a courtroom, people in the courtroom, the defendant in the courtroom, everybody there, and the private investigator that was sitting at the table with the defense, with Morphew, said, "Oh, Judge, someone is streaming the proceedings," because this idiot judge said, "Well, we're going to show it, but you can't stream it. You can just watch it." And of course, someone did. Anybody want to guess who? But they did, and they said, "Hey, somebody's streaming it." Well, then the judge says in open court the name of a person, a citizen of Colorado, his name, and people are like, "Oh yeah, we know who he is. We believe he did it," in open court. Now, does that sound like somebody who knows the law at all? Crazy. Absolutely crazy. Yeah. So, man, I am so unhappy that we are not able to hear this. I keep hoping that I'll find someone who is tweeting from the courtroom, but I haven't found it. Let's do live tweet. No. Oh gosh, everybody's going, will we be able to live tweet in the courtroom? So there's lots of people that are looking for live tweeting. Trying to live tweet fast-moving court case. Okay, well, that's not it. Okay, I don't know. Let me go to law and crime. Everybody's tweeting that it's crime is rampant in New York City now. No, no, no. No, nope, nope. Okay, I'm looking, y'all. I'm looking. Sorry. Let me try Billy Wagner. Or no, Rhoden massacre. Oh, maybe I found something. Hold on. Courtroom is a buzz. Well, she's not talking. You know what I'm wondering? I'm wondering if they cut Wi-Fi to the courtroom. Okay, so she is not live tweeting, but she is in the courtroom. So I'm going to follow her. And let's try this one. I'm at the Cincinnati newspaper. Let's see. 83-year-old woman killed. Live. Jake Wagner arrives. Okay, but there's no. Oh, okay. So they're not doing any live updates or tweets. Let me go to Cincinnati.com. Cyber surveillance. Live. Let's see. No, just says that he has opted out of audio and that they will do updates, but there's no updates. I don't think I am beginning to really and truly think that they have cut the Wi-Fi to the courtroom. That's some shady something, isn't it? Well, that is quite upsetting, isn't it? Hi, Vicki Carpenter. You know what, Millie? I've thought about that so many times. That's really what she was wanting, right? And he ended up being the biggest snake of all, in my opinion. The minute that she went missing, he should have just, taken his balls in his hands and gone to the police and said, there's something wrong. But instead, He destroyed evidence. So why hasn't he been brought up on charges of destroying evidence? Why? I'll tell you somebody else I would look at. I would look at his wife. She's got a lot of children. She's got a family with this guy. She had a lot to lose. What if she did something to Suzanne? I mean, I don't think that, but I'm saying the level of their investigation was poor at best. At best. And you can only blame it on Linda Stanley. Well, y'all, anybody, did y'all find any live tweeting from the courtroom? I've looked at everything I knew how to look at. But let me say one more thing, Millie, about your comment. So Millie says, it kills me that Suzanne Morphew did not encounter real love from a man. Let me just say this. Don't we have to love ourselves first? You know, if you find a romantic love, if you find, real love with another person, then it's gravy, right? Makes everything a lot better. But in no way ever in any way should your mental health, emotional health, should you ever be dependent on another person for your sense of esteem and confidence and comfort and love. Here's what the researchers will tell you. They will say that we do not fall in love with people. We fall in love with the way we feel when we're with that person. And so why not be the kind of person that you have fun with? Why not be the kind of person that you enjoy? And very often we see these couples where one person's really shy and quiet and the other person is really gregarious and goofy and happy and outgoing. And the one who's really shy and quiet becomes very dependent on the really gregarious, outgoing person because they're exciting and they bring action and activity and interest into their life. But the reality is the person that's being gregarious and outgoing, they're having fun anywhere they go. We know that. So we should all work really hard on loving ourselves first, being that kind of person that we like. And then, if we find romantic love, then great, it's gravy. But if we don't, oh well, you're still having fun. You're still living your best life, right? I hate that. I can't find any live tweets. I can't either, Kathy. And I'm beginning to think that they've cut the Wi-Fi to the courtroom. That's what I think. Hey, Stephanie Lee, how are you doing? Piddlin' Bill he's moving on up. He's working. And I am about to be working. I got about 5 more minutes and then I've got to end this. We have to be independently. We have to be independent because people might come and go. And in the end, all we have is ourselves. 100%, Claire. Absolutely. The other part of that equation too is, aren't emotions contagious, right? If I'm angry and I walk into a room, then sooner or later, everybody in the room is going to be angry. Now, they may all be angry at me, but they're going to feel bad. But we also know it's not just negative emotions are contagious. All emotions are contagious. If somebody tells a sad story, if you see someone crying and grieving, you too will begin to cry. But the same exact thing is true of happiness, of fun. if you walk into a room and you're goofy and you're fun and you're positive and you're upbeat and you're energetic, guess what happens to everybody else in the room? It's not long before they're laughing and having fun too. So, it's choice. It is a choice. I read Deepak Chopra. I absolutely agree. I believe 100% that you cannot separate good from the bad, that good and bad exist together at the same exact time. And what your personal experience is what you're focusing on. If you're focusing on the good, then you're going to think you're having a great day. But if you focus on the bad that is happening simultaneous with good things, then you're going to believe you had a bad day. So it's a choice. Sometimes you have to work really hard to look past the bad, but it is a choice. You can choose to look at the things that are on the positive side, even though there may be bad happening simultaneously. By choosing what you're focusing on, you can have a lot of power, a lot of control over your emotions. And if you can control your emotions, then you have good mental health. Most people that lose control of their emotions, they're in a state of turmoil internally. They're not doing well when they. Is he done? Wow. Look at George smiling. No. Oh, they must have had some drama. Look at this. Drama. Oh, somebody got pissed. Someone got pissed off. And then you saw George smiling there a bit. Yeah. Something just went down. Look at the smile on his face. Well, he's not smiling yet, but he did. Maybe he's already finished. Let's rewind this a bit because I saw it. I just rewatched it on my big giant television. Let's see. That was right when they said, "Objection! Judge! Objection! They can't do that." Did you see his face? Watch the defense attorney's face, the one closest to the camera. Watch. "Judge, this is outrageous, Judge. We can't have this." There you go. Look. Oh, man, I wonder what went down. What happened? Watch when they get up. Look at George's face when they get up. Watch. Look at him smiling. Watch. Look. What happened, y'all? "Judge, this is outrageous. I don't know what the hell she thinks she's talking about, but I think we've all been to law school here." Judge is going, "Shut up." What? What are you talking about? George is writing all the ways he would kill Jake. "I would use poison first. No, I think a blade might be a better choice. I could also make good use of a rope. 101 ways to kill your brother who just spilled the beans on the murder." God. Right stuff. Oh, what was that? Man. He was smiling, Cinnamon. Something definitely happened. They'll have morning break in a bit. Yes, Kimberly. So they'll get a morning break and then we'll get, that's going to be the first thing. The reporters will be running outside to talk about whatever it was that made George smile. He's in jail. He can Epstein him. Ooh, Kimberly, I like the way you think. No, not really. I'm kidding. Wow. Yeah, no, I sincerely believe he's making a list of all the ways he can get revenge on his brother. Okay, and look. We got something new about to happen, and the reason I know it's about to happen because I just saw it on my big TV first. When the attorneys come back to the table with George pushes his list of all the ways to kill Jake. He pushes the list over to his attorney with the glasses, and the attorney reads the list, and watch the look on the attorney's face. He's got a look on his face like, damn it, George, shut up. Don't ever write that again, George. I know. I'm strange. I know I am. My son would tell you I'm strange. My son would tell you I'm strange. He says, Mom, why can't you be like all the other moms? Bake cookies. I said, I can't. It's my job to be weird. Okay, watch. Watch the guy with the glasses. Now, George is going to send his list over. He's reading it. Now look at his face. It's like, damn it, George. Shit. Damn it, George. Don't write things like that. George is going, I'm going to add some more things to this list, damn it. That little sucker. I should have drowned him. I should have drowned him when I had a chance. Okay. This is not supposed to be fun. Am I right? This should not be fun. I'm gonna simmer down. I'm gonna get myself together. To-do list: 30 ways to kill your brother. Okay. Cinnamon, we have a weird sense of humor. Worst mom ever. Kimberly. My brother. So he comes over and we cook and fish and whatever. And so I was saying, you should go on live with me. You should do a live with me on my YouTube channel. And he said, what do you talk about? And so I was telling him, right now we're covering, he knows I do true crime, but I was telling him about the cases and everything we're doing on. And I think I was telling him about, I don't remember which case it was when I was asking him to come on. Oh, Halderson. It was the Halderson case. And so I was telling him a little bit about it, everything. And he just looked at me like I had just been dropped off of the planet Mars, right? And he looked at me and he said, why? I said, what do you mean, why? He said, why are you watching that? I said, I don't know, because people watch it. I don't know. Stop incriminating yourself, Georgie Porgy. The defense is thoroughly disgusted. They are thoroughly disgusted. Where's a shredder when you need one? George says, Judge, I'm going to need a weekend pass. Thank you for streaming it. It's fun to watch with you. I live in Cincinnati, but have a lot of Southeast ties. I watch the Wagners to feel better about my kid. Right, Jules? Hey, they're a colorful family, aren't they? They are colorful. But here's the deal. The Rhoden family were also colorful. You just need to be careful about who your friends are. But welcome. I'm glad you're here, Jules, for Fly Guys. I appreciate you being here. I am deeply disappointed that we have no audio. We have no live tweets. All we can do is just watch the facial expressions of George and make up our own narrative. And pretty soon the judge is going to learn it's better to just stream the damn thing, because when they do all this trying to cover up truth, the conspiracy theories, it just turns into a cauldron of mess. It's just crazy. So and you know what I could see? I could see Chad Daybell. I can see this happening with their trial. that somehow Boyce says, oh, well, we changed our mind. We're happy to let the camera show Chad's face if you want, but there'll be no audio. But wouldn't that be fun? We could have so much fun with that. My local news is silent as well. Your commentary is golden. Thank you, Jules. Welcome. I'm glad you're here with us. I would have so much fun with the Chadster and Who's Yo Daddy. That could be very entertaining with the right people playing the parts. We could get two different people, somebody to do the mind of Chad and someone to do the mind of John Pryor, and then we could do the whole running commentary. Oh, that would be golden. We got to think about that, y'all. That might be a really good idea. Hobbies include bartering for ramen noodles at his stage of life. And don't forget the peanut butter cinnamon hot. The alternative communication device in the peanut butter. Remember? Letitia Stout? They like to hold men unaccountable here in Utah. The men are all powerful. Potato head commentaries. Exactly. Yes, we could have been so well prepared for today if we had just known. That would have been fun, man. I will, I'll give my opinion here. I think it is absolutely wrong to show the people in the gallery. I think the innocent family members should not be put on display. That is, I'm being serious when I say that. In a minute, you're going to see them cut to the family. This is the niece. The lady in the black. She's one of the Rhoden nieces. One of the few surviving members of the family. She's looking at Jake like she could rip his scrawny head off his shoulders. Can you imagine the horror? Can you imagine the nightmare of having to listen to how these people that were your friends, that you grew up with, you went to school with, how they walked through the homes of your loved ones and just cold-blooded just shot them? Hold on, you're going to see the lady I'm talking about sitting next to her. God, it's so sad. That's the brother of the old man Rhoden. He and then the girl in the black, they feel like they would have been killed that night. That's his mother. And then you'll see the girl in the black who is the niece right there. Wow. Terrible. Just terrible. They shouldn't. And see, this is what I'm talking about. They should not be showing the family members in grief. And it wouldn't happen if the judges said, we're going to show the witness stand, and that's all we're going to show. If they would just show the witness stand and not do all the sensationalism, just show the witness stand. Whatever goes into the record, that's what gets recorded. But given little Jakey boy privacy that he wants, but then putting the victims on display, man, I've got lots of trouble with that. I don't like that at all. Yeah, she's beautiful, Stephanie. Wow. I don't like that at all. I wish they would not show. But there you go. If they had just said, nope, you're the witness, the camera's on, that's what it's going to be, then we wouldn't, have this. Is it me or does Daybell look like his head was caught in a vice at some point? I think there were definite forceps used, Kimberly. I think there's no doubt about that. I know. It's a snarky day. All right. I know I'm not babbling right now. I'm got an email came in I need to take care of. Hold on. Man, man, man. Let's see. All right. No, that's not a problem. Let me fix. I hate to work. No, I'm kidding. I actually am blessed. I love my job. December 8th. Let's see what December 8th. Yep. Looks good. Confirm. All right. Almost done. Sorry, y'all. Yep. Okay. No, that's damn disappointing. Wow, I've got 3 cancellations. Hmm. I got to make a phone call on that. That's not good. All right, I'm back. Let's see. Man, I want to be able to hear this, guys. Who is if you are frustrated at no information, put a 1. Kimberly. I retired a while back. Yeah, no, you know what? I think truthfully, I'm going to be one of those people. I don't think I'll ever quit working. I I don't think I'll ever quit working. I love what I do. Um, I don't like sitting in my house all the time. I love my work. I am so frustrated. I mean, it was kind of fun, when something happens and their expressions change on their face, then you can make it entertaining. But I don't know. The attorney's looking really intense, isn't he? Let me kind of check Twitter and see if one of the reporters ran out to report on what everybody got so excited about. Let's see. I would have. If I was a reporter and that happened, I'd have run out. We know he's there, but we're not getting any information, guys. Tweets and replies. Daryl Brooks, of course, is everywhere. Oh, okay. So Lawful Riches, Rich Schoenstein says, I don't understand how the prosecution let this happen. They made the deal to waive death penalty for his testimony. They could have required him not to opt out. Also, it's dumb to let cameras in the court but allow opt outs. Hey, Rich, you and I, we're on the same wavelength. I am totally on board with what you just said. I believe he is feigning his inability to hear. Oh, this is Brooks. God, that guy. They let him make a mockery of the courtroom. Ethan Crumbly, an hour ago, Ethan Crumbly pled guilty to 24 felony charges in connection to the Oxford High School shooting in Michigan on November 30th, 2021. Breaking news right there. Y'all heard it here first. And he looks bad too. Ooh, his hair is longer than mine. Let's see. Daryl Brooks, Daryl Brooks, Daryl Brooks. We can't get any sound. We can't get any information from George Wagner, but we got an abundance of over information from the clown. This is sort of amusing. Daryl Brooks has called his ex girlfriend, Erica Patterson, 37 times since he's been in the Waukesha County Jail. She has never accepted one of his calls. Face it, Daryl. No one likes you, big guy. No one. No, this whole thing is all about um Daryl Brooks. Okay. Oh my God, I swear, if they're saying that the Astros cheated last night, I'm going to lose my mind. No, they're not talking about the Astros. Good. Yeah, Astros won last night. They're going to the World Series, and it was especially emotional because when they played the Yankees, it was a sweep, four up, four down, and uh, the Yankees, when they won and they were headed to Houston, all the fans, everybody, when at the end of the game, when they were walking out, they were chanting, "We want Houston! We want Houston!" Well, if you watch any kind of baseball at all, you know that Verlander and Altuve and they're killing it. They're completely dominating the baseball stuff right now. And so they're chanting, "We want Houston! We want Houston!" And, they came and they did not win a single game. And so last night when the game was over and everybody was leaving, there were a lot of Yankee fans there. All of Houston, they were chanting, "You got Houston, you got Houston." So it's kind of fun. Um, the real reason, no, that's goofy. What is that? Man, I am so disappointed that I cannot find a single bit of information about Jake Wagner. Latest. Jake Wagner is a coward. I agree, A. You confessed killing 8 people, execution style, yet you have the audacity to opt out of audio and video while testifying. You're a scum. I'm reading tweets right now. Relatives of the victims are in the courtroom listening as Jake Wagner testifies about the execution style killings of the Rhoden and Gilly families in April 2016. Oh my God, I can believe Jake Wagner has been allowed to opt out of being on camera. Well, it's not even being on camera. We don't have any audio. That's the worst part of it. You can't hear it. Let's see. Since Jake Wagner is not testifying on television, will any transcripts or coverage be offered later? Sad that trials can't be covered on television. They are paid for by the taxpayers. Well, actually, they can be if the judges would wake up in, 2022. Let's see. Cross examination is going to be epic. I wonder if Bora Bora is in the courtroom. Let me see. Oh, that's a pretty little dog. No, not there. Um, this is so frustrating. So frustrating. Yeah, I do too, Ken. So there's a guy named Ken on Twitter. He's going, I need a pool reporter to tell us what Jake Wagner is saying. Amen, Ken. Okay, here's some information. I found some information. Thank you very much. Pike County murder trial. Jake Wagner is testifying right now against his brother George Wagner IV. He opted out of being recorded, so we cannot show you his testimony, but CF is in the courtroom and I will recap what he says. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. I think I found it. I think I found something. Hold on. She changed clothes in Walmart. Yes, yes, I got it. Hold on, y'all. Let me go back to the beginning so I can read everything that's happened this morning. October. Let's go all the way down. Wow. This reporter is doing some serious, serious live tweeting. Hold on. I'm not going to leave you hanging. All right. Still trying to get to the bottom of her tweets. Okay, so they're talking about the daughter refused to sign anything. She tells a story from a GoFundMe account Jake made after the Rhoden family murders. He is asking for money to pay attorney fees that he acquired while working to get custody after the murders. All right, first tweet of the day. I found it. She said Jake told her, they're talking about the girl, the mother of the baby. She said Jake told her they would move to a farm in Missouri where his mother, father, and George would live in one home on the property, and she and Jake and Sophia would live in the other. And Sophia's the baby. They got engaged 9 months after meeting. Initially, the plan was to be engaged for 2 years. Then she said Jake kept moving the date closer and closer until it was 1 month after they were engaged. Now, they started the trial today, and the reporter says that Hannah and Jake got married in a friend's cabin. It was fairly calm. It was nice. Wedding night, she requested they not consummate that night. She said that Jake agreed but did not honor that. And after, he asked for her bank account information, her social security card, phone passcode, telephone passcode. He synced their phones so he could see all of her activity. Wow. Now that was not a red flag, was it? The family asked her to sign an agreement. This is George's girlfriend that's talking right now on the stand. The family asked her to sign an agreement that she said she would not try to take custody of Sophia in the event of a divorce, and so she signed it. She said Angela was there when she signed it. She helped create the document or was helping Jake in some other way. On the wedding night, Jake told her she should not have contact with her family. 2 of my brothers in their early childhood had sexually experimented with me when I was quite young. My family didn't have like sex education, so they were both of them under the age of 10 when it happened. Because of that, Jake asked me to cut contact with my family on my wedding night. Jake and his family left for Missouri the morning after the wedding. She left Alaska 1 week later. Her passport was delayed, so she had to wait. So she flew instead of driving through Canada. She arrived to a hotel there, and the whole family was there in one room. Angela and the children would be in one bed. She and Jake would be in the other bed, and Billy would be in the back of the truck, and George would sleep in a recliner. This is all testimony from Friday, it looks like. This is the ex-girlfriend wife. They were at the hotel for 5 to 7 days. They were hiding from case news reporters. She thought they already had a farm in mind. She was told the property fell through at the last minute. Sorry, I'm looking for the. She hid from Jake. This girl had to escape the Wagner. She did it by going to Walmart where she changed clothes. She went out to the tire center, got in a car. Her dad was there waiting. She threw her phone out of the car and left, and her father took her to a different state, and they hid so that they would not be able to track her. She said since then she changes and conceals her whereabouts as well as the way she looks. So she did not have a SIM card on her. She spoke to BCI and agreed to call Jake while the investigators listened. We talked about Sophia's health, how she was, what their plans were, He asked me where I was. I did not let him know where I was. Okay, that's it. That's all she's got for today. So no, they obviously don't have Wi-Fi in the classroom. They've cut off the Wi-Fi in the courtroom. I'm absolutely certain of it because this lady did a blow by blow account of the whole day on Friday, like the whole entire day. It is so many tweets y'all wouldn't believe. So why are there no live tweets today? Because he opted out. So I guarantee you they've cut all communication coming out of the courtroom. Yeah, she has been live tweeting the entire. Judge said it seems to him that bringing in text prior to the birth of this child gets into a propensity issue, is that this person is domineering and has a propensity to kill. That was what she wrote on October 20th. This reporter has everything except today. So they have clearly shut down the Wi-Fi out of the courtroom. Let me give y'all her @ handle, and you'll be able to go to Twitter and follow her so that you can go back and read everything. Copy. Shoot, I got so excited. I thought we finally had something, but we don't. There is zero information coming out of the okay, that's the reporter. She's in the courtroom. She's been live tweeting all day, every day. So I'm sure when they take a break, I'm sure that she will make a report. So go to her Twitter and sign up. Angela accused Jake's wife of poisoning family and sexually inappropriate behavior. The family threatened to string her up in the barn and kill her. They watched her go to the bathroom. Her life was living hell. My God, Angela. I mean, Jules, isn't that terrifying? That's what I said. Angela, she had such a bad reputation. Yeah, bad. She's the one who did this. I believe it. Before Angela came on the scene, the Wagners were really well-respected business people in the area, well-loved. And then it was like something changed, and like I said, Billy Wagner, everybody talked about he was a bad dude, but it was always related to business. It was always about him making money. But Angela, no. Angela went to the University of West Virginia, grabbed a girl by the neck, threw her up against a wall, and threatened her with her life because Angela thought she was messing with Billy, which was crazy because she's a young co-ed and Billy's like this big old fat guy, right? No way. Did I hit 14,000? I'm so excited. Yeah, last I heard I had a troll who said I was losing all my subscribers. I was losing my subscribers. Yay! We're going to celebrate. Hold on. Okay, let's celebrate. Oh, maybe it'll play. All right. And Jules,
this is the loudest snow I've ever heard in my life.
Jules for Fly Guys was one of those that pushed us over the top, everybody. I want everybody to hashtag Jules for Fly Guys.
We will do mean things, and we will do them in style.
Woo! I'm so excited. Yes, yes, yes. Y'all are the best. You guys are the best. All right. Subscribe. I hear I'm in trouble. I hear I'm losing all of my subscribers. So I sure do appreciate y'all. Thank you so much. Thank you, Donna. Yay, we did it, everybody. No, not me, Diane. Listen, Diane, can we be honest? Every single time I'm live, you're live. You, Cinnamon, Critters, Donna, everybody, y'all are here. Kathy is here. Sundown Farm, everybody's here every time I go live. We did it. We did. Look at Bebop. You're the bomb, girl. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you. We do love a good challenge, Kathy. That's right. Yep. We will do mean things and we will do them in style, like building our channel, staying above the fray, correct? Hey, T, please. You did make a live, and you made a live where we hit 14,000, T, please. Woo! Y'all are awesome. Y'all are the best. All right. I'm so frustrated now that all that foolishness is over. Yvette, thank you. Thank you so much. You're so sweet. Definitely. Y'all are awesome. Yes. Hashtag Jules for Fly Guys. Thank you, Jules. I think you were one of those that helped us get over the hump. Today's not even hump day. It's our hump day though, right? Hump day. Whoop, 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 woo. Yeah, I wish that y'all could hear Barry behind bars. He's in there celebrating too. He's having fun. Thank y'all for being so awesome and fun. Yes, we have a lot of fun, don't we? Who said true crime can't be fun? All right, something's happening here. They're about to show timeline of purchases. So we're about to see some information. Y'all get ready. It's coming. They bought stuff from North Bay Cutting Tools on eBay. Watch North Bay suddenly start selling a bunch of stuff. First purchase was made February 29th, 2016. Jake Wagner bought a phone. It's still not up yet. Let me see if I can hurry it along. There it is. Oh, you can't see that. I'm going to have to try to read it. February 26th, Tactical Innovations order by Jake Wagner. See, this was all Jake. The family went along. It was Angela and Jake. Jake's phone number given at O'Reilly bought auto parts to make a purchase of 10 freeze plugs. He also purchased 2 high-intensity flashlights using PayPal. Jake Wagner, you are a sleaze. Napa Trading Company reports the items purchased on eBay was a high-quality plug tab. Is this the stuff he used to make a and he had it shipped to Edward Wagner? You know what I think this is, y'all? I think these are the items that were used to build Silencer. Thread adapter with thread. I think this was, I think they were using this to make you know, you're a pretty gross person to massacre an entire family all because you butthurt that you're not the one that has custody of the baby. But it's a special layer of yuck when you are the primary one that did it and you weasel out your entire family. He's just obnoxious all the way around, isn't he? Y'all think he gets beat up in jail? I bet he does. I bet the people in jail really dislike him. Because he's a primary snitch. Jim Cantori is broadcasting in a hurricane. Oh, Jim. He's got it in him, doesn't he? Somebody let the court know that this is George Wagner's trial. So now all of a sudden they don't need a break every hour. No one will hear audio. They're too lazy to explain why. A felon should have no right to opt out. Agreed. George has looked up several times more than any other day. He is not happy with his little brother. No, he's not, Jill. But that's why it's so fun to say that he's making a list of all the ways that he would kill his brother. And that's true. He has been emotionless, like motionless and emotionless throughout this trial. Just on some days, even looking bored, detached kind of. But he's not happy today. And now we got a little window into what a controlling little slime bucket he was, right? Yeah. And believe it or not, where George is concerned, people have been a bit, there have been people that have got up on the stand and said he's a pretty good guy, but not Jake. Jake's got a bad reputation. Remember what I told y'all at the beginning of the day today? Jake and Angela, they were kind of the primary people. They dominated most of the gossip. Let's see, they bought cameras, drill bit, signal jammer. I don't know what that is. See, they were conducting surveillance on the Rhoden family. Surveillance kit and 3-year service plan from Walmart at Western Union. Mag light, D-cell, solvent trap, thread adapter, and light bulb end cap. And then Angela Wagner purchased a personal multi-bug detector. These people just went right off the deep end into 007 territory. Angela bought a bug detector from Brickhouse Security with George Wagner's Cabela's card. Oh, nice. Nice. You use your son's credit card to buy a bug detector. Nice, Angela. POS. The signal jammer by Angela Wagner's phone. So she called for company service, multiple phone calls, 3, 4, 5, 6 calls between George Wagner's phone and Cabela's fraud department. So George did not even know that his mother had his credit card. She is, ooh, Angela, you gonna get the death penalty, girl. See what I mean? See what I mean about George? This one, you see what I mean? Of all of these that are on trial, he's the one that it seems like they got it wrong with him. That he wasn't, part of this. Thank you, Bracelyn. Thank you. Oh, it's okay. I'm sorry, but you heard the celebration. Thank you for being members. Love my Charlie Faith, Diane, Kathy, Kim. We love having you all here. I'm usually watching on my TV, but can't comment. I'm glad you're here, Bracelyn. Thank you. Really, everybody. I'm going to tell y'all, this has been the weirdest live stream. What do y'all think he just put in his mouth? You think he likes wintergreen or spearmint? Or maybe it was cinnamon. Cinnamon, hot, hot, hot. I love Altoid cinnamon. Wow. Kind of makes you feel kind of bad for old George, doesn't it? His mom and his brother set him up. He's calling the fraud department going, hey, somebody's using my credit card. I didn't buy this stuff. Feel really bad for him. So what do y'all think? What do y'all think about Angela, the mother, the matriarch? Yeah, arsenic. I got to tell you something, Kathy. I'm ashamed of myself that I didn't think of it. You're my hero. Yes, a little bit of arsenic help this process along. So Angela, the matriarch, has stolen this dude right here, has stolen his credit card and is making these purchases. And so he's on the phone calling the fraud department and saying, hey, somebody's got my card and they're buying weird crap. Think about it. I'm going to tell you, if I was on that jury, George might have a chance. George might have such a dysfunctional family. Do you know what this is, Sundown Farms? This is the epitome of blurred boundaries, poor boundary setting. I want you to try to imagine a life where you and your husband would be in one bed and your mother-in-law and all of her children would be in the other bed in the same room. Now, sorry, this chick, I would have said, hey guys, there's something really weird going on here. It's called enmeshment and I'm out of here. Yeah. There were lots of red flags, right? Let's see some red flags. Y'all throw up some red flags for poor old George. George should have seen the writing on the wall that his family was cray-cray. Not really, Bebop. There was a lot of alcohol and marijuana. Uh-oh, they're excited again. What's going on? Yeah, y'all are about to see. They're getting excited again. Somebody did something. Oh, George. Simmer down, big guy. George looks really pissed off on this one. He's not smiling. Did y'all see that? George, Judge, can we approach? This is bullshit, Judge. Look at George. He's mad. I'm going to show you. There's a micro expression here. Keep watching. I'll show it to you. Important micro expression. I don't know. I hope I didn't go too far back. Hold on. Now watch George's face. You'll see it. He'll react. Something said, he reacts. Watch. There it is. See it? See it? Like, what the hell are you talking about? The lawyer's like, Judge, this bullshit. No, that's right. Judge, we need to, Judge, can we approach? George is sitting there. Let's see, number 212. Remember that time when I was 7 and I had a big ass rock and I missed that opportunity to do something about the little pup that is now on the stand, lying his skinny, scrawny little ass off. Okay, there you have it. Breaking news. That's what happened. That's what they said. Red flags everywhere. I'd call it creepy because enmeshment wouldn't come to mind. Either way, run like my ass was on fire. Fire. Uh-oh, they're about to have another. George is actually talking. They're about to have another event. Fire. Oh, I think we're getting a break. A break. Maybe we'll get some info coming out of the court. But I'm on Twitter. I'm watching y'all. do do. Ba ba da ba 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 da 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 da. Man, oh man, this is terrible that we don't have any audio. I don't know how much longer I can make this entertaining. I'm running out of ideas, people. Do you hear me? I'm running out of ideas to be entertaining. I am running out of ideas. Say, it's better to burn out than fade away. I'm watching Twitter. Hold on. Rise up, gather round, rock its place to the ground, burning up and not the floor. Watch night go up in smoke, rock on. Driving crazy, no serenade, no fire brigade, it's just pyromania. Come on, what do you want? I want rock and roll. Yes, I do. Come on, give us an update. Dynamite. I don't care if it takes all night. Come on, what do you want? I want rock and roll. You right. All right, nothing yet. Still rolling, still rolling. I'm rolling. I got the fire. I've been rolling. They say you're pretty. I say yeah. Burning, burning, I got a feeling. Okay, here we go. Okay, we are on break. Jake opted out of letting press record his testimony, so I had to write his information and quotes in the courtroom. He got as far as the day of the homicide when the judge allowed the jury to take a break. That is it. That's what we waited for. Damn it. Yep. She has not posted anything else. I bet she's not going to post anything until tonight. What do y'all want to bet? Yeah, I bet. I hope Lady Justice has a bulletproof vest on. Right. He is on the stand now, Hybrid. they're on a break. He opted out, so we don't get to hear him or see him. But they're showing George. Let me show you. This was earlier today. I'll be right back. All right, everybody. Let's see. Okay. They're on a break. The court is taking a break right now. We are not. I'm gonna check my Twitter one more time before I leave. Let's see if we got any new info. And I gave y'all her. Okay, there's a little bit of information here. Hold on. Okay. Jake told jurors that he met Hannah Rhoden when she was 13 and he was 17. They were at the 4-H building at the Pike County Fair. He started dating her with her parents' permission. She birthed their baby, Sophia, when she was 16. They broke up in February 2015. He said his custody concerns began around that time. I was concerned that Hannah was going to let my daughter be molested. He said Hannah was dismissive of his concerns. That's it. That's what she's put out so far. Did y'all get that? Are y'all monitoring Courtney's feed now? Wait, it looks like there's a new tweet. Hold on. Yeah, new tweet. Hold on. By the end of 2015, he said she was stalling shared custody paperwork. He said that George won't be with him during drop-offs and pickups sometimes. His mother was monitoring Hannah's Facebook messages. So the mother had access to Hannah's Facebook. I'm talking about Angela had access to Facebook messages. Man, these people are absolutely insane. They're out of their minds, y'all. The prosecution is asking questions that might show that George, the brother, knew about the crime. I'm telling y'all. So where I was living, where I knew about this family, because there was a lot of gossip about them and whatnot. I mean, I knew them when I saw them. I didn't know them personally or anything. The general consensus that the guy that's on trial now, George the Fourth, not Billy Wagner, who was actually George the Third, but this kid, he didn't act like the rest of them did, and to some extent, you might say the same for Billy Wagner, with the exception that he'd do anything for $1. So he got into a lot of shady business stuff, and he did jail time. He got arrested, things like that. But Jake is a little slime ball. He's a little slimer. And Angela is psycho. Let me update it and see if there's any more. So even the prosecutor, they haven't been able to elicit information that would tie George to the crime. And you say, well, Angela tried to make him a part of the crime, trying to secure him being quiet, and stole his credit card, or took out a credit card in his name, stole his credit card, made these purchases. But then you can see where he's calling the fraud department saying, hey, somebody has my damn credit card. All right there. When the let's go back and look and verify. Let's see. Hold on. Was this the one? Yeah. Hold on. They're going to show. They're going to show where he called the fraud department. Hold on. Uh-oh, did I lose internet connection? Nope. Okay, right there. Angela made the purchases on this George's credit card 2016 in March 16th, 17th, and 17th. George is calling the fraud department right after the mom makes the purchases, like 2 hours after. So he's probably watching these charges come up on his phone. Do you know how when you look at your bank account, how it shows up as like a pending? And if you see something you don't recognize and you call, they tell you you have to wait until the charge goes through, and then we can, flag it. So he clearly saw it when it came up on his bank account and called and said, hey, somebody right now as we speak, they're using my card. That's incredible. Angela Wagner, you have a special place in hell waiting on you, Mama Bear. Ugh, it's disgusting. Okay, there you have it, folks. I agree, hybrid Pisces. All of the all of the people in that area, he was no Boy Scout, don't get me wrong. But he was known for his shady business practices, making money at any cost, right? But the violent stuff, the psycho, out of control. Billy Wagner, actually, if you saw him, he's actually really, how do I describe it? Calm. Like, he walks slow. He's a fairly calm guy. So, but Angela's just psycho. She's just, yeah, she's all, tight and very uncomfortable. Jake is just a spoiled, whiny baby, drug using brat. He's the bad guy. Yeah. Think he's proud, hence the guilty plea. Ugh, God. You think how? Well, anyway, so I've got to go. So far, apparently, it looks like they have failed to tie George Wagner IV to this crime. All right. I got to go, y'all. Okay, one question. Do y'all want me to leave it playing, or do we want to just end it and we'll come back later tonight and have a chit chat? They're still on break. So if y'all want me to leave it playing so y'all can talk together, put a 1. But if you want me to just end it, I'll end it. It's up to you. I'm leaving. I won't even be at home. You have a great day, Bebop, and thank you so much for your super chat. You're so sweet. I appreciate it. It doesn't make any difference for me. This is on a dedicated line that's strictly for my television. Yvette, I really appreciate your super chat. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Y'all are way too kind. And it is fun. I just want to thank you guys. It is very fun that we rolled over to 14,000 today. Y'all are awesome. Y'all really are. I appreciate it. Okay. What do you think? End it, Jot. Let's meet back tonight. Okay, very good. Because the truth is, I gave you the link to the reporter. Not that she's saying much. Paste. There it is again. There. Okay. This lady is in the courtroom, guys. So if y'all want to, she has been live tweeting every day of the trial, but she doesn't have it today because they've cut the Wi-Fi, I believe. I believe it. So I will see you guys tonight. How's that? Is that a plan? If that's a plan, put hell yeah. Hell yeah. Maybe I'll show videos tonight of some mall calls flying. Y'all want to watch some mall calls? All right. Y'all have a great day. Y'all are so awesome. Yes. I'm definitely going to have to do a channel opener that's mall calls. Bye, y'all.